going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and I hope everybody had a good Christmas, good New Year's, good holiday season. This is the first video back with me in front of the camera. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to kind of get this new year going by answering some questions that I got last year, like some of the most common questions that I got. A few of these you guys probably would have seen me if you follow my blog. I probably wrote on them or I've answered them in different videos. So what I wanted to do with this video is I wanted to kind of go over all these questions and kind of elaborate on my answers a little bit maybe. And I know two of these are very new questions I've never covered. So let's get it. All right, so the first one I'm reading from my iPad. So when I look down, that's what I'm doing. How do I afford to travel so much? So this is probably one of the more common questions I've gotten this past year. My followership on all my platforms is like going up 30–40%. And a lot of people don't actually know what I do for a living. I'm a travel journalist and a digital marketer. So what does that mean? So as a travel journalist, I write for freelance outlets. Well, I'm a freelancer for different outlets. I basically do blog posts, I do some print articles, I do advertorials, I do different things like that for companies like Air Berlin, when they were around, Land Airlines was a client, Shangri-La Hotels, Intercontinental Hotels. I've done some stuff with a lot of tourism boards of Thailand, Romania, Germany, the United States. I've done different campaigns for different cities as well. So on the travel journalism side, that's what I do there. And on the digital marketing side, I actually own my own digital marketing company. I started a couple years ago, and what we specialize in is travel for millennials. So any company that wants to reach a 21 to 40-year-old market, we teach them how to leverage and use social media, blog posts, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, stuff like that. We teach them how to reach that 21 to 40-year-old demographic. And I kind of just stumbled into that. As a travel journalist, I was working with a lot of marketing directors and teams and communication directors, and they would have atrocious social media. And this is, I've been doing this full time for about 5 years. So they would have atrocious social media. So I was already in the door, so I would say, hey, let me take over your social media for 30 days. And I would do it for free initially, and this is a quick business tip. I initially did all this social media stuff for free up front for companies, and after I got the ball rolling, I kind of, I fixed their links on their blog posts. I did SEO analysis. I taught them how to use hashtags on social media. After that initially started, I did that for 30 days for free. And then after that, I hit them with a contract and say, hey, our first 30 days is up. If you guys want to continue, it's going to be this amount, and this is what you get, etc., etc., etc. And a lot of time, it only took like 2 to say yeah. The first time, I was in business. So yeah, that's how I travel so much. So those people who've been following me for years have started to notice I spend a lot more time in Thailand. And it led to a lot of you guys realizing I actually live in Thailand when I'm not on the road, Bangkok specifically. So one of the most common questions is, why did I choose Thailand to put a base? So let's go all the way back to the beginning when I first started doing this, 2012, 2013. So basically I would do 3 to 4 months in a city, in a region. So I would do 3 to 4 months in Budapest or Bucharest, 3 to 4 months in Bangkok or Kuala Lumpur, 3 to 4 months in Santiago, Chile or Buenos Aires, depending on the work that I had. And it got tiresome. It really, this lifestyle looks glamorous on the outside, but when you do it, when you're constantly traveling, when you're trying to build a business, when you're trying to build friendships and relationships and kind of keeping yourself healthy, it wears on you. A lot of people, a lot of digital nomads, we've been tagged, stop traveling eventually, stop traveling full-time eventually. It's just a grind that a lot of people don't realize it is. It's fun, but it's a grind. And the reason I chose Thailand, quality of life, it's just amazingly high. I'm blessed to be able to pretty much live anywhere in the world that I want. And the reason that I chose Thailand was because for the money, there's no better value anywhere in the world. As a foreigner, our privilege is amazing, and I'm all about privilege. We have the privileges that we have in Thailand. I mean, I can't really sit here and explain it too much because it's a place that you have to kind of go and you have to experience. The people are amazing. Thai food is some of my favorite cuisine. The area I live in is absolutely amazing. Some of my favorite people are there. So like friends, other expats and foreigners. It's just a wonderful place to live. So, and long term, it'll be where I live. Like Thailand's home for me. Like when I get, well, it's interesting. A lot of people, when you go on long trips and you land at the airport and you get back home, you feel this sense of relief. I don't feel that in the U.S. at all. I don't feel relief and pleasure when I get back to the U.S. But when I land in Thailand, I feel it. I feel like I'm home and I'm excited to be there. So this next question, it has to do specifically with my travel. A lot of you guys know I'm on this mission to become the first African American to go to every country in the world. And when I'll finish that, who knows? I don't know. It depends on how much money I make in the next couple of years, I guess. But one of the biggest things that people ask me is like, since I've been to 93 countries, it'll be 94 in 3 days actually. Where do I want to go that I haven't been yet? And it's still a tough question because I get it so often, and it's difficult for me to answer because I've pretty much gone everywhere I want to go. Like that's the beauty of kind of being location independent or being able to kind of go anywhere I want to go. I think I really want to go check out Australia and New Zealand, which a lot of people think they're surprised to hear. I have not been to Australia or New Zealand yet. The reason I haven't been yet is because I want to save those for my 99th and 100th country. Kind of make it like a big thing, like a full like excursion kind of project. Hopefully that happens, but you know, we'll see. Maybe I want to do more time in Africa on the continent, but I can't really say there's specifically a country or a city that I would like to visit. And I'm looking forward to getting back to Venezuela. I still don't count that I've been to Venezuela because when I went, we were stuck on a compound for like 3 days, so I didn't really see anything. But I want to go to Venezuela. I know things are crazy now. I hope things get way better for people down there. Shout out to my Venezuelan followers and friends. It's insane down there. If you don't know what's going on in Venezuela, do a quick Google search and there's plenty of stuff on it. So yeah, I definitely want to spend a little more time down there. And as far as places that I want to travel in general, include places I've been to, I want to go to Colombia again. I love Colombia so much. It is one of my favorite places, and I'm sad that I don't get to South America more. For me, South America is kind of a pain in the ass professionally, but as a travel destination, I absolutely love Argentina, southern Chile, Santiago, and Colombia. So I'm looking forward to getting to Colombia. So this next question is, will you ever stop traveling as much as you do or retire? I don't think so. I highly doubt it. I think I'll travel more strategically. I think I'll go, and I've already started actually. You know, for the first couple of years of doing this job, I was just travel, chasing assignments, going here and there. But as I get older, as I start doing different things professionally, I find that I do projects very specifically. For example, the only reason I came to Europe was to photograph Christmas markets during Christmas, obviously, which is the only reason I came to Europe. Otherwise, I'll probably be in Asia or South America by now. I think I don't think I'll ever retire, because the beauty about travel journalism and marketing, there's no age gap, really. As I get older, my audience gets older. And my market changes, so I can transition from millennial, millennial experience traveler to more luxury stuff, which I've already kind of started transitioning over to anyway. But yeah, I don't think. But I say that now, like in 2-3 years, I might be ready to settle down and have some babies and build a house or something. But I don't know. I highly doubt. That's a really difficult question to answer. So this next question is a big one that I've been wanting to touch on. I just haven't had time, and I apologize. The question normally goes something like, how do I do what you do for a living? So usually a reader or a follower, somebody who found me, asking me, how do they do what I do for a living? So let me kind of erase a few misconceptions and explain this. everybody thinks that you could just become a digital nomad. Like it's a thing, like it's an actual job. Being a digital nomad is nothing more than a label. It's not a job. It's not a career path. It's not something that you can specifically learn how to do. The digital nomad is just a label. It's just somebody who works digitally around the world or who's location independent. And it's frustrating for me seeing all this bullshit that so many people are selling, specifically people who are living in Chiang Mai telling you that you can make $1 million a year living on the beach, blah, blah, blah. Being a digital nomad, this is what it comes down to, and this is the advice that I give. Anybody who's ever sent me an email or asked me this in the comments, I always answer. I'm gonna always give a very similar response. If you want to become a digital nomad, you have to do one really simple thing. You have to find something that you're good at that you can monetize. So for a lot of people who are digital nomads like myself, I'm good at writing and photography. Those are my gifts, my skills, and now marketing. So I've been able to leverage those things in a way that allows me to live the lifestyle that I live. Some people do Amazon. They do FBA, fulfilled by Amazon, where they'll pick a product and that's all they'll sell. They'll just ship it over to Amazon. Amazon fulfills it, and they're good to go. Some people are novel writers. I actually met a lady who writes novels in Bali. So it depends. You can do anything, really. I know people who are coders. I know people who develop apps. I know people who are graphic designers who live this lifestyle. So there's no barrier to entry to being a digital nomad beyond your abilities. And it's one of those things that when I explain it, people always say it's so, you make it sound so easy. I don't make it sound easy, I make it sound simple. There's a difference between things being simple and things being easy. The reality is, if you want to live location independently, you need to make money or have a shit ton of money in the bank. That's what it comes down to. You need to be able to sustain yourself. Is that easy? Nope, not easy at all. Is it easy to, be a freelance writer? No, it's not easy, but it's a simple process. It's pretty straightforward. But it's difficult for me because my path is so unconventional. And I get into a lot of trouble for this, but like, if you're a pretty blonde, white, middle-class Westerner, the roadmap is there for you. It's pretty fucking straightforward for you. I mean, if you're a beautiful female and you're okay with putting your body on display for the world to see, there's a market for you. I mean, it's Instagram. I mean, there are people, like, I've got friends who make $5,000 to $6,000, $7,000 for one Instagram post because they've got 200,000 followers on their beauty blogs, or YouTubers who are making $1 million a year playing video games online. Like, the internet has broken down that barrier to entry that a lot of people complain about when it comes to changing their lives and doing different things. It's all about you at this point. And I fully understand that there's a lot of barriers to entry. And I really need to do an entire video on this topic. So let me come back. You can never do what I do for a living, because my path and my roadmap to getting where I am is exclusive to me. I'm the greatest in the world at being me. So find out who you are. Find out what you can do and what your skill set is, because nobody can be you. Be the best you that you can be, and find a way to monetize that. The blueprints are there. Go check out vloggers and YouTubers who've done it. Go check out Instagrammers and beauty bloggers who've done it. Go listen to guys like Tim Ferriss and Gary Vaynerchuk, like guys who are giving this practical everyday advice. So hey guys, that's all I've got for right now. I really wanted to kind of start this new year off by welcoming all my new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, by kind of giving you guys a few words of encouragement and a few tips here and there from these questions that I constantly get. And if you guys ever have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below. Shoot me an email. You guys know, everybody who's followed me knows I answer everything, unless you're an asshole, and then I won't answer you. So as usual, leave the world better than you found it. Reach out to me anytime. I'll see you guys next time.